everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Stephanie. This is going to be the 24 and 48 hour readathon wrap up and I guess chat. As I said, over the last weekend, I did 24 and 48, which is a readathon, all revolving around trying to read for 24 hours. Now, if you don't make that goal, that's fine. That's cool. But the whole point is the camaraderie of reading together for 48 hours and trying to make that 24-hour goal. So, woo! It was crazy. So my weekend started off with my son having a swim meet. Hello, good morning, people. So it is the 5th hour of 24 and 48. I went to sleep because I have a swim meet to get to. And so it's 5 o'clock right now. I've been up and I haven't done any reading yet, but I am going to get to that right about now. Probably get like 30 minutes in or 15 or so maybe, and then we have to go and set up for the swim meet, but then I'll have a couple of hours before I actually have to do anything at the swim meet to get some reading done. So I'll be doing that, and then it's gonna be hot, so it's gonna be interesting. But hope you guys are here for the journey on practically the hottest of hell, oh my Jesus, day. It was like 99 degrees prior to noon that day, so it was not fun. We are back home out of the 100-degree heat. It is noon. Oh my goodness, craziness. 100 degrees already. As you can see, I already got an hour and 14 minutes done since this morning. That's it. Now it's really time to get down to it. I'm gonna take a shower because I'm all sweaty. If you can't tell, it's hot. And then I'm gonna start reading, even though my husband's all pissed off that I'm gonna read for the next hours upon hours. So good luck to all you guys. That's the point to a readathon, though, is to constantly read. Yes. So hope you guys are doing great, and we'll see you in the next check-in. Did a little bit of reading throughout this video. I guess I'll insert some pictures and things like that so you guys can see the progress if you weren't following me on Instagram to see where I was going. My Twitter is also up. I think I posted some pictures there, but I can't remember. But it was a hot mess on Saturday. Super hot. Super hot. So I was outside from 5 o'clock in the morning until noon. I was not a happy camper, but overall for the readathon I did an amazing job. So I figured I would throw a video together for you guys to show you the journey of 24 and 48, and we'll go from there. So the first book that I finished for 24 and 48 was Forever Jack by Natasha Boyd. This is the second book in the Eversay series or duet. I think it's a series because I think there's other books, maybe not necessarily with this main characters or with this main couple, but I think there's some spin-off books. But regardless, yes. So I finished this book. I had feelings about it. I actually did a full review in last weekend's weekly wrap-up. So if you want to check out those full things that I talked about, that's where you can find that and find that information, along with the other two books that I'm about to talk about were mentioned. Oh my goodness. Then the next book that I finished was Misadventures of a Rookie by Tony Aleo, and this was a sports romance, and I really enjoyed this one. As I said in the review, it was fun, it was sassy, and I liked the aspect of, having that rookie season and being on the farm team and everything like that. I loved the banter between the two characters in this story, and it was just a lot of fun. I also figured this would be a good point, I believe, I stopped and went and got snacks and things like that, either before or after I did this book. Not sure exactly, but I'm sure you'll figure it out as you go through this video. Then I read Rafe, a Buff Male Nanny by Rebecca Witherspoon. And come to find out, in my weekly wrap-up last weekend, I said that she was at Raw, but she was actually at Comic-Con in San Diego. Lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Oh my goodness, when I talked about how she was slaying with her hair color, like like I was. But with this book, I forgot to mention the kids in this book. So the male nanny is needed on an emergency basis, and come to find out, the male nanny is attracted to the mom that needs him, and they have this sexual chemistry that's off the page. But I forgot to talk about the kids, and them kids were hilarious, so funny, so just relatable, and I really enjoyed the kids in that book as well. Now, here comes the books that you guys did not hear about, because we're now moving into day number 2 for 24 and 48. Whew. Alrighty, so I finished Younger by Pamela Redmond Staran. And this has actually been made into a television show on some channel. I want to say, it's not Lifetime. I don't know what channel it's on, but it is a television series. And I really enjoyed this book. I found it very relatable. I read it, or I chose it for my read list project that I am working on this month, and that is for characters that are over 40. And when I found this in the Audible Escape package, which used to be known as the romance package, I was like, let me go ahead and, try this book. I found it under the characteristic of divorced, I think it was, and I had my fingers crossed that it would be a character of the age group that I needed, of over 40, which it is, which I was super excited about that. And I found it very relatable. I found that I could be in our main character's shoes, Alice, going back into the workforce and having a kid that's almost grown. I don't have a kid that's almost grown. I started late in life, but our character didn't, and so she had a kid that was like 21, 22 years old, just starting in her adulthood and things like that, and I felt really relatable to it. So I'm definitely going to be checking out the television show, because when I posted that I was reading this book, everybody was like, oh my goodness, I did not know that this was a book. And I'm like, yep, it sure is. And now I got to turn around and watch the television show. They talked about how much they liked the television show and didn't know that it was a book. Now we can do the role reversal, and I can watch the television show, and you guys can go check out this book. The next book that I finished was I Bet You, which is the hookup number 2 by Ilsa Mad Mills. And Ilsa is amazing. She is like my new adult. She is one of my new adult queens that I am just totally here for. And in this story, I was here for it. I was like, the opening passages, I was like, what kind of book am I getting into? Because Lady Penelope is ripping off Sir Riker's shirt, and it's like a bodice ripper sort of setting when you first start the story, but lo and behold, it's not. It's set in college, and Penelope, our main female character, is a writer, and woo! I was here for it. So here for it. Yes. So many yeses. And then after I finished that book, I decided to veer off of my TBR that I had set forth, because it was getting down to the wire. I had a timer malfunction while I was reading. I can't remember. I'm sure I showed you the picture, but there was whatever book I was having the malfunction for. I had gotten caught up and everything was all good and stuff like that now. And so my timers were now back on point and I only had, a few hours. So I was like, let me go for something that isn't necessarily on my TBR, but I'm interested in reading. And I got this book. Whew. And I thought I was getting something that was just straight, smutty, sexy goodness. And oh my goodness, did I get that and so much more. So the book that I'm talking about is Voyeur by Fiona Cole. Sweet Lord. Oh my goodness. So I will be using this for Romanceopoly as well because this was off the chain. It's steamy, it's hot, it was absolutely amazing. It is taboo, so it has that forbidden aspect to it. It's that teacher-student thing going on. Let's see, it deals with some kink. Oh, loads and loads of kink. I mean, with the title like Voyeur, come on. Of course you're gonna think about that. I mean, that's why I picked it up. I was like, oh, there's probably gonna be some kink in this, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it because lately I have realized that the whole voyeur watching is kind of interesting to me. It's very, very interesting to me, and I was here for this story. And that's where you sort of start, and then it evolves into something that is heart-wrenching and touching and makes you have some feels. Now there is some content warning for sexual abuse, but wow. So it does get a little bit heavy in the middle of the book, but still the sexiness is there, and you're just I was floored by how much I loved this book. And I will be looking for more books from Fiona Cole. Next book that I finished, because I was like, I only have about 6 hours left in the readathon. Let me go ahead and get some short stuff going. I know Vanessa Vale has not failed me in the past, and I fell into one of her series. And all of her series revolve around menage, polyamory, relationships. And this series was on the Audible Escape program. So excited. So I started it's the Grade A Beefcake series. And the first book is Sirloin of Beef by Vanessa Vale. It's an erotic menage. It's super short. It gets there. It tells you about the characters. Then they're together. And on point. On point. This one does deal with a stalker. So, that was that little twist in there. But you have a female that is like, I don't know if I want these two guys. Believe this one opens with them at a male review in their small town or what have you of the town, and they were all about it. Yes. And then I read T-Bone, which was Grade A Beefcakes number 2 by Vanessa Vale, and in this one there's bad family ties for our female character, and then the two guys that are friends. Yes, here for that one as well. And then I tried to get in the third book in that series called Tri-Tip, which is female, male, but there's no sword crossing. They're just friends. And this one is a childhood sweetheart. Now, I did not get this one finished within that 48 hours, but I crushed the 24-hour goal. I ended up saying I did, picture had 26 hours and like 17 minutes or something like that. Yes, I did. Yeah, my family was amazing and allowed me to, shut them out and just be. And then I woke up and we started Tropathon and the reading rush. Although I'm not as excited to do the reading rush as I am to do Tropathon, but I have already completed a reading rush challenge, whereas I have not finished a Tropathon challenge yet. But today is it's a new day, and it's Tuesday, so I'm sure I will be getting those challenges done for those two new readathons that I'll be participating in. But let me know if you participated in 24 and 48. Did you hit the goal of 24 hours of reading? If you did, that's amazing. If you didn't, that's still amazing. If you got 1 minute of reading done, congratulations to you, because that is just the point to it, making the time to read and things like that. So now that I've rambled for 10 15 minutes or what have you, and told you about the things that I read in 24 and 48, I am sure you guys will want to know even more about these books. You'll have to wait until my weekly wrap up on Sunday for all of the books. It's gonna be a lot, so just be prepared for Sunday's video to be long. Just warning you ahead of time. Let me know if any of the books sound interesting to you down in the comments section. Let's discuss them. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, there is a feedback form down in the description box so you guys can help me improve my channel. Thank you for watching, and we will see you guys later.